Hello viewers, today we begin with the ultrastructure of skeletal muscle. Now skeletal muscles, I already told you, they consist of a large number of fasciculi. Singular is fasciculus. So they contain a large number of fasciculi which are wrapped by a connective tissue sheath called epimysium. Each individual fasciculus or muscle bundles are covered by a connective tissue sheath called perimysium. So once again, skeletal muscles in our body, they are made up of number of bundles called muscle bundles or fascicles, and they are wrapped by a connective tissue sheath covering called epimysium, and each fasciculus is covered by connective tissue sheath called perimysium, and each fasciculus in turn consists of many long muscle fibers called myofibril. So each muscle bundle contains a number of muscle fibers. Here on the screen you can see the diagram, a fascicule or a muscle bundle containing the muscle fiber or the muscle cell and the blood capillaries surrounding it, as well as the outer membrane called as sarcolemma. So the myofibril now. What is a myofibril? A muscle cell is a myofibril. A myofibril represents a single muscle cell or myocyte. It is a eukaryotic cell and its outer membrane is sarcolemma. It is about 40 to 100 nanometer in diameter and it is multinucleated, means it is syncytial or it is multinucleated, and the outer membrane is called sarcolemma, which is the true cell membrane, and the cytoplasm of myofibril is termed as sarcoplasm, and the endoplasmic reticulum are termed as sarcoplasmic reticulum. The myocyte or the muscle cell internally contains many mitochondria for the quick supply of energy. Each myofiber internally contains long parallel running myofibrils which are suspended in the sarcoplasm. Now each myofibril, or you can say each myocyte, contains many long cylindrical structures called myofibrils, which are basic structural units of skeletal muscles. Therefore, myofibril forms the functional unit of the muscle. So each myofibril contains about 1500 myosin filaments and 3000 actin filaments, that is in the ratio of 1:2. These myosin and actin are the contractile proteins. These filaments are large polymerized molecules which are responsible for bringing about the process of contraction. The myosin filaments are the thick filaments and they are dark colored filaments, whereas actin filaments are thin filaments and they are light colored. Both these types of filaments are partially interdigitated and thus myofibrils have alternate light and dark bands. I repeat, therefore myofibrils has alternate light and dark bands. Now the bending pattern of a myofibril. Bending pattern of a myofibril. A myofibril shows alternate bands which are called as light bands and dark bands. The light band is also called as I band, as they possess actin filaments only and they are isotropic to the plane polarized light. Due to the light bands, they are translucent, means light in appearance. Then the dark bands are also called as A bands, and they contain only myosin filaments and are anisotropic to the plane polarized light. In the middle of the I band, there is a dense narrow line called Z line. This Z line is termed as Zwischenspiel, a German word meaning in between the disc. Actin filaments are attached to this line and extend on either side of the Z line. Then there is a H band also. There is a light area in the middle of the A band called H band. Full form is Hansen's band. It is formed when middle fiber is relaxed, not contracted. In this condition, the actin filaments are not wrapped, leaving a light, undense area. In the center of the A band, in the very center of the H band, there is an M line, and it is formed by the threads which connects myofilaments. Now, what is sarcomere? Sarcomere, it is a portion of the myofibril between the two successive Z lines, or the portion of the myofibril between the two successive Z lines is called sarcomere. Now, here on the screen, you can very well see the presence of the Z line, that is the Z line in the middle of the I band, and you can see the alternate light and the dark bands. In the middle of the I band, the dense narrow line called Z line. Full form is Zwischenspiel, a German word. Its meaning is in between the disc. And in the light area in the middle of the A band, there is a band called H band, which is known as Hansen's band. And the actin, it is formed when the middle fiber is relaxed, means not contracted. In this condition, actin filaments are not overlapped, leaving a light, undense area in the center of the A band. And in the center of the H band, there is M line. It is formed by the threads which connects the myofilaments. Therefore, on this screen, you can very well see the Z line and the distance between the two successive Z line, that is the functional unit of the myofibril, called as sarcomere. So this portion of the myofibril just between the two successive Z line, which are seen on the screen, is called as sarcomere. Then you can very well see the A band having the H band and the I band. This way A band and I band and the H zone and the Z line is clearly visible, and you can see the sarcomere also. Now we move on to the muscle chemistry, or you can say the actin and the myosin. The actin and myosin are the contractile proteins, and they are very important because they are required for the process of contraction. Myosin filament is a thick filament. Myosin filament is the thick filament, and it is 1.6 μm thick, and it is composed of multiple myosin molecules, about 200 in number. Its molecular weight is about 480 and 000. Then myosin molecule, it is composed of 6 polypeptide chains, 2 heavy chains and 4 light chains. The 2 heavy chains are coiled around each other, forming a double helix, and one end of each of these chains is projected outwardly and is known as cross bridge. This end is folded into a globular protein mass called myosin head. Thus, there are heads per molecule, and the other end is helix and is called as tail. The 2 light chains are also associated with each other, and these 2 light chains, they are also associated with each head. Myosin head has a special ATPase activity. That means ATPase enzyme. It can cleave ATP to produce energy. So here on the screen you can very well see the structure of myosin filament, or you can say the myosin protein. A1 is the actin filament and the B1 is the myosin monomer, meromycin. Then actin filament, it is a complex contractile protein, consists of 3 components: F-actin, tropomyosin and troponin. F-actin, it forms the backbone of the actin filament. It is double-stranded protein, and each strand is composed of polymerized G-actin molecules. One ADP molecule is attached to each G-actin molecule, and these ADP molecules are the active sites of the actin. Then the tropomyosin, the actin filament contains 2 additional protein strands that are polymers of tropomyosin molecules. Molecular weight of each is 70,000. Each strand is loosely attached to the F-actin strand. In the resting stage, tropomyosin physically covers the active site of the actin strand so that interaction cannot occur between the actin and the myosin to cause contraction. Then the troponin is a complex protein made up of 3 globular proteins, and these are troponin I have strong affinity for actin, troponin T has affinity for tropomyosin, and troponin C has affinity for calcium ions. The troponin complex is believed to attach the tropomyosin to the actin because it has strong affinity of troponin for calcium ions, and it is believed to initiate the process of contraction. Thank you.